All right, let's get into it. I just recorded it, but then DoorDash came and I had to stop and start over. You don't want to wait. What I'm about to say will shake you to your very core. You ready for this? Comanche Moon is the greatest prequel to a story in all of history. How are you going to recover from that? Comanche Moon, in my opinion, is the greatest prequel story to an existing story that I have ever seen. This is a pre-story to Lonesome Dove, the Western. I got another video on that, which I absolutely love. I like a good Western. And for me, the Lonesome Dove world, the Lonesome Dove universe, encapsulates probably the best realism of the Old West that I have seen. It's not a shootout at the OK Corral. It's not Tombstone. It's not some big massive production. It's two guys that are best friends who are Texas Rangers who have simple adventures and deal with love and the struggles of that and the struggles of job security and life. We start Lonesome Dove, the miniseries, the book. Before all that, Lonesome Dove, the miniseries. If you watch my other video, you start off and we're in Lonesome Dove, population 10, including the pigs. Ain't nobody there, and here's young Newt digging a well in the hot, dusty. What do we have for dinner? We got a plate of beans and some bread that is just rock hard. And maybe some dirty water. They got this. It's true life in that time period, and I just absolutely love it. I love the characters. I love the world. I love the scenery. I love the relationships that they all have. And so that came out in 1989 as a miniseries on TV, and I absolutely love it. I've rewatched it recently. It holds up. I cried. When last episode I cried. You can't help but not. If you don't, you're a robot. See my Westworld video on that. So Lonesome Dove just knocks it out of the park. Comanche Moon in 2008 was a miniseries, a 3-part miniseries that come out that tells how did Gus and Woodrow get to Lonesome Dove. They talked about rangering and doing all that rangering stuff. What they do is rangerings. Comanche Moon answers that question masterfully. Costumes are outstanding. The locations and locales are superb. Acting is out of this world. Val Kilmer takes it a little far. I said Val Kilmer takes it a little far, but it's okay. This is 3 episodes. They're about an hour and a half each, so it's not quite as in-depth as Lonesome Dove. But you already know the characters because you already watched Lonesome Dove. You watched Return to Lonesome Dove. You watched Lonesome Dove, the series. You read the books. You're familiar with that. Let's just jump into it. Let's get things going. So you don't need quite as much time because you're already kind of familiar with the characters and the story and the background. This is just some adventuring happening. But it's great. It's fantastic. Let's talk cast. Steve Zahn. Who's Steve Zahn? I never heard of that guy. You've seen him in 1,000 things. If you watch the recent Planet of the Apes movies, he plays the kind of lower intelligent monkey. I guess they all are, but he's in that. You've seen him in Daddy Daycare. You saw him in Sahara. You've seen him on TV. Does Modern Family. He plays a character in that. You've seen Steve Zahn. He's been around a minute. However, this takes him into, in my opinion, Oscar-worthy territory. His character. Let's go in. Oh, Steve Zahn. I'll show you who Steve Zahn is. Oh, he's coming. Yeah, he's in the new movie coming out, Anaconda. You'll get to know Steve Zahn if you don't know him. One of my favorites. one of my all-time favorite. He is such an underrated, underseen, under celebrityized actor. It's a shame. If you've seen the Apple TV series Silo, he's in that. I love him in everything he does. Absolutely incredible. So you got Steve Zahn plays Gus. We got Val Kilmer's in this. Carl Urban. What? Carl Urban? We got Linda Cardellini. What? We got Melanie Linsky. Elizabeth Banks. What? Stars. They pulled out some stars for this. Absolutely fantastic. Wes Studi. He's in this. You've seen him 1,000 times. Just an incredible cast. I can't praise it enough. It works so well, and the acting is done so masterfully, especially by Steve Zahn playing Gus. Because in the original Lonesome Dove, you have Robert Duvall, who just passed away last week, unfortunately. But Robert Duvall, go watch Lonesome Dove, watch Comanche Moon, and then notice how Steve Zahn is Gus. Masterfully. It knocks my socks off every stinking time. But I would say if you love a good Western epic, a good Western that's not all about shoot 'em ups at the OK Corral type situation, this is the quintessential, hands down, Lonesome Dove, Comanche Moon. I would watch them in that order. I would not watch Comanche Moon and then go watch Lonesome Dove, because that's chronologically in order. I would watch them in the reverse order. You'll have a much greater appreciation for the acting abilities of those involved in Comanche Moon. Absolutely another level. I don't want to go into too much more detail about it. I don't know if I rated this. I'm gonna rate Comanche Moon a 10 out of 10 because it's just perfect for what it is. They only have a 7.1 out of 3,500 ratings. I don't care. I'm an outside thinker. I think outside the box. I don't follow the group think. For me, this is just absolutely fantastic. I've said too much about it. I didn't really spoil anything, but the ending will kind of break your heart a little bit as it leads into Lonesome Dove, the miniseries. It does break your heart, and then Lonesome Dove, go watch it first. You're gonna cry. If you have a heart, you're gonna cry. There, I reviewed it for you. 100% worth the watch. Both of them. 100% recommend.